Kathleen McGiveron, and in this episode we're going to talk about what do artists do all day. So let's dive in on this episode and let's get inspired. First is that artists probably have a job. I think that there's probably there is a percentage of artists that do indeed make money off their work. They work full-time as an artist. And this is going to vary on how much art you make, how much your art sells for. Do you have collectors for your work? Are you represented by a gallery? Do you sell prints or other smaller collectible pieces on the side or online or go to art fairs? So it depends on that kind of lifestyle, or if you're just a studio artist only and you only sell in galleries, you don't sell any prints or anything online, so then your only opportunities to sell is through a gallery, and they take half, 50% commission, which is true. So most likely an artist is going to have another job. They're going to have a day job, a career, a job that they do that has nothing to do with actually being an artist. So that's the first thing, is they probably have a job. That's what they're doing all day. They also have a job. Number two is that they are probably buying art supplies and are hoarding them. I find that I love looking for more books, courses, workshops, resources, art supplies, and buying them, even though I probably don't need them. I just love acquiring and hoarding cool things, or trying new gadgets or tools or paints. And I think that's true for a lot of artists, is just acquiring things. Oh my gosh, because it's so exciting. You don't know what the potential is for what might happen. And you might need it one day. So you're buying more stuff, even if you might not need it. All right, number three, a real one, is that they are doing research. So before an artwork is made, research is done. So research into the topic, research into the theme or message that you're trying to convey. If you're trying to convey something, for example, environmental awareness, then you're going to want to do some research into the environment, negative impacts on the environment, whatever you want to research that is going to help you convey your message better. Also, when it comes to writing your artist statement for those pieces, you're going to have some information to back up. If you're going to do any artist talks, you want to be able to talk about it too. Right, you're going to want to talk about your work. You'll be able to vocalize your intentions, so you're going to want to do research. It's also going to help you get inspiration more for your work, especially if you're doing a series or like a body of work, and you're going to want to create a narrative between the pieces. You're going to want to have research, and then of course that's going to inspire different artworks within your series of works. And that might include information, watching videos or documentaries. It might include book research. It might include experience-based ones, or going out into nature and taking your own reference images, for example, doing photography that way. Whatever it is, you're going to have to do some research. All right, my question for you is this. As an artist, what do you do all day? Or what questions do you have for artists? Let me know in the description below the video, and I will do my best to personally reply to you. Number four is that artists spend time working on technique or skills. So skill building is really essential when it comes to being an artist. So not just making art for the sake of making art, but working on just spending time in your sketchbook, practicing skills, practicing techniques, practicing drawing a very specific thing, lots of times to improve it, or practice doing mini tiny paintings or explorations to practice a technique or do it better every time. You might do the same thing like 5 times just to improve and see if you can improve or gain a better technique of how to do things, or quickly develop your own style. And I think that's really important. And so just building on technique is the one thing that artists have to spend a lot of time on, even though it might not create the result of an actual artwork. However, it's going to inform the practice when you get to that part later. Number 5 is creating. So then, after all that, the artist is going to spend time actually creating their artwork. So whatever medium they work with, whether it's music, whether it is they are doing performance-based art, whether they're doing installation art, recycled art, whether they're doing art that's outside, right? Whether they're doing ceramics, painting, photography, they gotta spend some time actually creating art. And they have to do the hard work, otherwise there will be no art and they won't be an artist. So that's another huge part of being an artist, is actually creating a series of artworks. Number 6 is to work on professional elements. So after all that, artists also need to work on their professional elements. This includes a portfolio. These would be professionally taken images of their work under proper lighting, and then also at a high quality too, right, 300 DPI. And then those are going to be on a website, so they're going to be working on their websites, where they're going to be able to find contact information, their CV, so any publications they've been in, any gallery shows they've been in, or workshops, etc. And then also their artist statement, their artist biography, anything like that. Images of their work will all be available on their online portfolio. They're also going to work on marketing, so that might include having an email list, it might include social media, a YouTube channel, any of that. They might have an online store that they might run, where they sell prints or their art on things. Or their actual art itself, that they have an online store, whether it's on their self-hosted websites, like Shopify store, or if it's on their blog, or if it's on their Etsy store. They might have to work on that as well, which obviously takes time. They're also going to be applying to getting art shows, right? So applying to group exhibitions or solo shows, or writing proposals for larger galleries. They may also be applying for residencies, right? Applying to be in a residency, artist residency, or applying for grants to help them produce their work. So there's all kinds of things that they might be doing. They might be doing taxes for artists if they are working professionally and full-time as an artist. So these are all things that might go into their life, right? Now, if you're looking for any recommendations for books on artists, being an artist, an art career book, if you're looking for books on creativity, such as The Creative Act by Rick Rubin, or any of some art supply recommendations, whether it's oil painting, acrylic, ceramics, you can find all my recommendations for things that I actually use in the comments section, in the description below the video. Check out my description for all my recommendations, and I will link to my very favorite things. They are all Amazon affiliate links. That means I do get a commission should you make a purchase, but they're all things I use in my studio myself and highly recommend. Alright, my friend, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out in terms of growing it and developing my own art career. I really appreciate that. And I do subscribe for cupcakes, so if I get to certain milestones, I'll do some cupcake themed artworks for you. Their next video to watch is what do you need to buy for oil painting? What do you need to buy for oil painting? You can watch that video by clicking the link above or in the description of that video, and I will see you in that episode.